Welcome back to Break 50, the series where I try to shoot an impossible 49 from the front tees in a two-man scramble. Come on, it's a new year. Let's go, Chase.
Last season was a blast. However, we were only able to break 50 twice. Once with Grant and Garrett.
Yeah, we did it!
And then again with the legend, Stephen Curry.
Broke 50, baby, come on.
To kick off season 3, there was only one person we could start with, Brad Dahlke. Brad had one of the best years of YouTube golf, from breaking 50 on his own channel with Sean Walsh to winning the $1 million Internet Invitational.
Beautiful. Let's go, baby. Come on. Oh, in the hole. Mother lover. How do we do that? Instead of breaking 50 today, I'm breaking my 50 degree.
Break 50 is back, so buckle up for a wild season.
Yeah, we needed that.
Shut up, hush your mouth, can't you hear you talk too loud?
We've got a little bit more on the line this season. If we break 50, our guest, gets $100,000 to the charity of his choice, courtesy of Bucked Up.
Come on, that's crazy. That's huge.
That's pretty big, actually,
Massive.
right?
That's massive.
New year, new me. It is January 1st, actually. New year, new you. Chase, hopefully.
Nope. Nope. Same me.
All right, so let's do it.
Yeah, come on.
Break 50. You're up.
Are we?
Let you go.
Are we really starting season 3 with the guy that just lost to Grant Horvat twice?
Oh my gosh. Holy crap.
I know.
What happened?
Like I said, I've not been playing a whole lot of golf this month.
He does have a little break 50 experience, though.
It's a new year.
that's true.
I do have break 50 experience. So
That's true.
it's a new year. I think today's gonna be great.
It's a new you.
Yeah, we're gonna not talk about the Grant matches.
That's tough.
All right, we got a 400 yard, roughly par 5, dead straight,
Yeah, it's just over the left side, left center of the bunker.
left center of the bunker. Okay. Let's get this round started off hot.
That's right.
All right. We'll take that.
Good shot.
Thank you.
Wait, partner.
Thank you.
That
Appreciate
was
it.
a great drive.
For no range. That was the first drive of the day.
Are you serious?
We'll take it.
This would be like one of our best collective driving episodes.
I hope so.
Should be.
Well, besides Martin Borgmeyer. That's a whole nother animal. Just a little left. Stay. Should be fine though.
All right.
Just down the left inside. Not a bad way to start.
And this season, every time we make an eagle, I'll personally pick a comment that catches my attention, and that person will get $1,000 courtesy of Underdog.
When did we first meet each other?
We met each other. Oh yeah, we're fine. We met each other at the Jim McLean Center. Yeah.
We were getting,
It's now
fitted.
Texas 9, I think.
I think so. I think
that.
I was around 11 or 12. That would have put you, how much older are you?
Yeah, it was 18.
You're 18.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm 32. What are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah, so you're 4 years.
So
Yeah,
then maybe I was 14.
Yeah, you were.
I was old. Yeah, I was older
You
than
were
12,
playing
yeah.
good. Yeah, I was
All right, we got to start the year off right.
with an eagle.
8 a.m.
Oh my
January 1st.
gosh! Just rocket popping it out here, baby.
Now the break 50 is guaranteed.
Absolute guaranteed session.
I thought you were about to just shotgun that thing.
No. I'm not a Kevin Hart. Okay.
You like chug it? Just a little sip.
Yeah.
I chug it.
Oh my gosh.
Go time. Let's go. 3-wood. Back here now.
Hello.
Nobody know that golf is so goddamn invigorating.
Nah, can be.
This course I'm excited to see this course. They just renovated it and opened it back up. And I guess you played out here.
Yeah,
not
I
long
did.
ago.
I did with the Brian Bros.
But I got 75 yards. A little lob wedge, a little 3/4. Kind of feel it in there.
Yeah. You've got all the feel since you've been playing a lot, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Get right kick. I mean, get left. Jeez,
Yeah.
how's my morning? It's okay.
I'm not very good. Didn't fly it far enough, but
It's okay.
it's at least
You know?
makeable from there. Gives Bryson something to look at.
Right where we want to be. The pressure on Bryson's wedges.
You know what, Chase? Just for you, I'm gonna knock this one in. Oh, it's short too. Wow.
That slope, just kicking it
Yeah.
right.
Wow. All right, we got to
One
make a
of
putt
those.
for eagle. We got to make that.
How's the putter, Brad?
It's feeling good. I got a lot of heat about this putter with the Grant matches because I made absolutely nothing, and it was the first time I putted with it.
Greens are a little wet this morning.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the roll on this one. Yeah. This goes right to left for sure. I'm thinking like it's an inch out. This is where I think we're gonna do really well today, actually.
We got 2 good putters of the ball.
Yeah.
Giving it chances
I
to go
like
in,
that.
so.
I think that's perfect.
Let's knock this thing down. Get this break 50 start off hot.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. That's an eagle. That's $1,000. It's a really cool comment. Something.
I'm excited to see what some of these are going to be.
Yeah, these are gonna be nuts. Let's go.
I might need to go comment down below. I love me some underdog.
Yeah, you might make $1,000.
I might just go comment down below.
Imagine I give him the $1,000. Well, that's a
Good start.
great start, dude. Now it's time to lock in. The par threes are always the most difficult part of the challenge. You know that. What do you think is the best and worst part of your game?
I mean, best part of the game, the last like year has been driving. I mean, which if you had told me that like 3 years ago,
You'd
that
been like,
I'd
no
be
way.
driving, I would not have believed you.
It's almost, sometimes you just free yourself up, right?
Yeah, YouTube's like the perfect scene for someone that was in my position because there's enough pressure with the camera on you that it can expose you if you're like not hitting it well.
Yep.
But it's like the perfect place where I can just go, if I hit it poorly, I can go work on it again the next day. I'm not like spending, I'm not in a tournament scene. I'm not working on things in the middle of a tournament.
Yep. I feel the same amount of pressure going
Yeah.
into the last few holes if
Yep.
I'm trying to complete a challenge, like if I'm trying to break 50 or if I'm shooting a course record. I literally feel the same exact pressure
Yeah.
going into a tournament. So it's almost a good preparation. Yeah, it's great hitting balls on the range and I can double down on, okay, let's do it again, let's do it again, let's do it again. But then how do you get to the golf course and
It's
get
hard to
comfortable?
replicate that tournament pressure. And I think YouTube,
This-
stuff
this-
like this
this
and
can
come down
do
the
it.
stretch, you can, definitely.
Oh, how far we got?
Last time we were here, it definitely came down the stretch.
Yeah. Know what Bob does?
I got to whip over and see Fat Perez laying on the ground.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
He hit the freaking
Oh my God! How does that not go in the hole? Yeah.
Was that
Oh
out here?
no! No. I got 257.
257.
257.
This would be a time to do it. Like a hole in one.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, Chase. Yeah, what was it, 257 you said?
257. I mean, with the Cole's point like 265.
Yeah,
dude.
I got 2 iron, I think.
I got 5 wood, so
Yeah.
just hitting a soft 5 wood.
It all depends on how the 2 iron bounces, how firm it bounces, but should be a pretty good number. Let's go right at it and hopefully give ourselves an eagle look early.
Well, we better. Get left, 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 left. Oh yeah, what a bounce. Sit down, sit down. Just sit, darling. Oh. I went over. What? How far do you hit that thing?
Well, it's one of those that if I catch it right, it can run forever, have no spin.
Well, that's great. Just a soft little 5 wood in here. Kind of dink it up there. Go. The number. Sit. Sit. Come back.
Yeah, great shot.
Come back. I don't think he's coming back, but that's all right. That's old man strength there. No, I don't know what I'm saying. That was a good shot.
That was an interesting ball
Very
flight.
nice.
I thinned it, okay? Just a little thin, but this is the year of hitting it straighter.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, I know, Chase. Gosh, why does he do this? Oh, it's every single video. I can't get out of this. Like black
It's
hole.
like a
I'm
little
in.
devil on your shoulder.
Yeah,
You're trying
I
to say
know.
something positive and
Then it just wrecks my
Yeah.
confidence. But it's gonna be good for tournament prep, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Really keeps me in a
Yeah.
good frame of mind.
This green is different than I
I know,
remember.
it hits different.
Isn't this where Joey made the long one?
Yeah.
It used to be way more flat.
people
I
already
think
putting out
so.
It looks like very undulated.
I feel like this is going a little right, but it's pretty straight.
here. Is it gonna be pretty straight at the end?
Yeah.
Has morning dew ever helped you in a tournament? Like seeing where a putt went before you?
Oh yeah, 100% it has. But it's very rare that it happens on any tour course. It's like usually after a rain or a humidity thing, and you can just see it roll after they can't roll the greens because everybody's out playing. It's the only time when it happens. Yeah, it is going left to right pretty hard. I'm looking 6, 7 inches out. Straightens out. I knew it.
I didn't hit it anyways, but
That's all right.
can't tell if that was just wiggling left or they actually
No,
moved
it
left at
goes
the
left.
end.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It was. Oh my gosh.
I think both of them just kind of,
It just bounced.
they did not get started off rolling nicely.
Look how much that broke left.
Wild.
Yeah, and yours.
This is crazy. All right, birdie. That's unfortunate. We're not out of it. It's not a bad
No.
thing. Still
we're
on
good.
track. I mean, just perfectly on track. Just wish we would have made that. Nice $1,000 to another best comment.
Joey Coldcuts did it.
Okay.
You guys didn't.
I mean, it's so funny how
we're not
you're,
better
you're,
than Joey, so.
you're probably just thinking about these things all night long, and you don't sleep.
No.
You really don't sleep.
It's all-
You
it's all
just,
instinct.
you just think about these things.
Just like he's got like in his notes in his phone, just hole 1, mention this, hole 2, mention Joey.
He's prepped and worked on it all night. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. It's a great way to start it off with
Appreciate you guys having me on.
Donkey
this is
Kong.
awesome.
And then last year we started off with Grant and Garrett, so that was pretty solid. This year we're starting off with you. How does it feel going from like a year ago to where you are now?
It's
like
wild. It's
your
been-
transformation.
It's been crazy. Just obviously, been with Good for almost 3 years now. But like for my own individual, just brand and channel and everything. I mean, I hit on YouTube, hit 100,000, 200,000, and 300,000 subscribers from April through December.
Yeah, that's
So like just hitting those
Amazing.
milestones. Like I was so pumped to hit 100,000 in
Yeah.
April.
all right, Brad. We have Underdog Par 3 here. You want to have a $500 closest to the pin?
I'm always down for that.
Little challenge.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is going to be
I would
interesting.
say the odds are in your favor. He's
Shut
gonna have a wedge in
My
his hand.
favorite. I don't know. I don't know.
Chase, just sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe And guys, Underdog keeps it simple.
You just pick higher or lower on 2 or more players' stats, like points, rebounds, and more. Conference tournament season is here, and Underdog is the place to be for every game, every upset, and every Cinderella story. Underdog's available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. You can get up to $75 in bonus entries when you place your first pick. Just use code Bryson when you sign up.
All right, 116. You said
116.
pin's back there in like a little bowl.
It
almost
is.
Looks like so.
It is, but it's wet, so I don't know if it's going to spin
Yeah.
that much. I think it's going to skip a little bit.
Yeah, I
No,
would
it's a skip.
assume so.
Just land it 1 yard short.
All right, we're just in the hole.
Fly it in. 4. No way this actually works.
That was so
Oh my God.
thin. Please go in the hole.
It's gonna be hard to beat.
You're great.
Look at this divot.
Look at that thing. Just
Hey.
knifed it.
It worked out. Spin hard left.
I didn't spin hard left. Ooh. It's a good shot though. That's where I was trying to go. I think you won.
Closer. I don't know. I feel like I can't tell if mine's like 20 feet behind the hole
I don't know.
or if it's close. Might be $500 in my pocket right there. It's one of those just skinny enough to be perfect.
Yeah, I think you got it. God, good distance too on mine. Oh, maybe not. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Pin high usually.
I don't know.
Close though.
Wow, this was close.
I told you. It was really close. That's insane. That's actually insane. But look at that little blade session.
No,
I actually hit a
knew
proper shot.
This hill was back here.
Come on.
Sometimes you need just a little bit of luck.
Hey, I knew
Fine.
the hill's back here. If there was anything I could do, hit a little thin, go a little longer the pin, it'll come back.
Fine, you won.
It's all in the game plan.
Well, I suck again. Wow, didn't break.
I hit it harder than I wanted to, but also did not.
Sorry.
Good. Nice. Good putt.
Let's go, baby.
That was
That's
a little
huge.
gut wrenching.
A little nerve-wracking. I got it though.
Come on.
You don't believe in me? Come on, it's a new year. Let's go, Chase.
I might have won the $500, but Bryson clutched up there, so.
All right. 400 through 3.
400 through 3?
Yep, that's pretty good, guys. It's a good
Solid
start.
start.
Remember trying to help you at the Masters? Remember I was like trying to help you, give you advice?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I was trying to help you so
I
much,
know.
man, because I knew exactly what you were gonna feel out there.
You did. I mean,
Trying
and
to
I,
give you some help. I don't remember.
It didn't work.
That's
I hit the
okay.
ball great. Hit the ball, which back then, like, the ball striking was the iffy thing. Hit the ball
Really?
fantastic. I putted like a
Horribly.
moron. Yeah.
That golf course on the greens is
Well, the toughest thing.
it's literally the coolest test of putting
Yeah.
out there in the world.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
And then that year, it was the year that first round it blew like 40.
yeah.
Second round blew like 20, 25.
Horrible.
And
Yeah, I
it's
remember
like,
that.
I mean, the greens are already hard enough, and then you
Yeah.
throw 40-mile-an-hour winds on there as well.
brutal.
It was impossible, at least for me.
All right.
200 yards?
200 yards.
200 yards, par 4. I got 6 iron. I think with a little bit of cold air, that should be a pretty good number.
Yeah.
It's right at it.
It's
There's
perfect.
a little tap in this time.
Dude, that'd be
That'd be-
a
that'd
clutch
be-
1,000 right there. Get left.
Nope.
Get left. Get left.
So bad. Anti-pull swing.
Good distance though.
Yeah.
How far did you try to hit that?
That was a 200-yard shot. I think. It probably been pretty good. I mean, well, 210-yard shot, excuse me.
210?
Yeah, 6 iron's about 210 for me.
Big green.
Just go in.
Go!
Oh.
No way. I'm striping it, bro.
Good shot.
Holy crap.
Gosh, I thought that was gonna land right next to it.
What a weakling. Idiot. Gosh. Freaking idiot. I love that movie, Napoleon Dynamite. It's one of the best movies of all time.
Speaking of movies, favorite Christmas movie?
Squirrel. Yep, there it is. Favorite Christmas movie? It's got to be The Grinch. I think
Yeah.
it's such a great story, in my opinion. Taking somebody that hated, just didn't like, and then just gets all engorged in the Christmas spirit.
Like the
you
Jim
know?
Carrey?
Yeah, that Jim Carrey version is the best.
You know what I watched for the first time this Christmas? The Santa Claus series.
Yeah, that's they're
Never
really
seen
good.
them. I'd seen
With,
like bits and pieces.
Tim Allen, right?
Yeah, Tim Allen.
Yeah.
And they were fantastic.
They're
I'd
so
only
good.
seen bits and pieces. I'd seen like
Yeah.
parts of like.
He keeps shaving and it
yeah,
just keeps
yeah, it's
growing.
fantastic.
I love
the movie's
it.
awesome.
Okay, what do we want to do? You want to use mine, right?
I thought so, yeah.
It's
think
just
just-
straightforward. Yeah, compared to
It's off the green, but it's
Gosh.
flatter.
I'm gonna chip this one.
Are you?
Can you get my 60?
I might putt it.
You guys think Brad should stick with his putter right now?
The fans do not like this putter so
They
far.
don't.
They
Well,
do
that's what I'm
not.
asking.
They do
we'll
not.
see what you guys say in this video. Dude, this is snapping. I mean, you're like 3-4 feet out,
I mean,
right?
it's
Right over. Yeah. Maybe a little. Yeah. No, that's good.
okay.
That's good.
Come on.
Knock it in. Yep. Oh, good try.
Just so slow.
Good try. Chase, you mind
Nice.
holding this?
All right, free up a little bit.
Yeah, Brad, I don't know if I like that putter either.
Oh, I pulled it. Dang it. Right off the bat, I knew it. All right, good birdie.
Thank
You hit that. That was left center there on this putt.
This putter is not getting much love right now. What is that, 5 under?
That's 5 under through 4.
All right.
These are some easy holes too, so
Yeah. Hopefully we get, I don't know how the rest of the course looks, but
it's not crazy difficult. We just have to do something with our lives.
yeah.
Let's do this. Oh, that's Dak. Oh, squirrel.
That's where the only time I played out here was actually with Dak.
Really?
It was fun. The green, I mean, it was right before the renovations happened, so the greens were just kind of lost, but I mean, Dak's the man.
What do you think about the Cowboys right now?
Man, it's, are you a Cowboys guy?
No comment.
No comment. I'm not one of the delusional Cowboys fans. You know, like
Wow. You want to cut that out?
I mean, I'm the first to say that there's a lot of people in my own fan base that think every year is the year that we're going undefeated this next year, and it's like I'm fine with saying that. It's like I'm at least I'm more of a
realist. Yeah.
realistic about it.
This is the bucked up drivable par 4, guys. We've got to make eagle here. You ready to get bucked up, Brad?
Get bucked up.
All right. 294.
Making a little double eagle here, and then we're getting bucked up afterwards.
This is the one you got to drive.
The one you gotta drive. Kind of an awkward distance. It's 294.
Driver.
I'm in driver. I'm just gonna take a little bit off of it.
Okay.
I think just try to aim at left side. Get a little peeler in there, and hopefully it's the right distance.
Cut.
The shot I wanted is not starting at 40 yards left of the green.
Well, it's okay. I got you, partner.
Nice.
This is the hole where you're supposed to drive the green.
I know. I thought there was another green left there in the weeds.
What?
I know.
That's surprising.
Misread the yardage book.
Well,
Dang it.
let's see if I can do something about it.
Oh, baby.
Yep.
Feel good about it.
Holy.
Go in the hole. Go in the hole. Oh, it's short.
Oh. On the green though. For now, sit.
Sit.
Yeah, real nice. Getting bucked up.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Good stuff, Bryson. Way to go.
Give him a little sip. Maybe that'll help.
Try a little
A
bit.
little sip. Oh, rocket
Don't be
pop.
afraid. I don't have malaria.
That's good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Really good.
This would be a good one to steal.
It would be huge. This is a difficult one. We have to make eagle here and birdie the next. Then we'd be on track. Let's knock this one in. Come on, Brad. A little slow. Break. Oh my gosh, what a roll.
A little too much speed.
Well, I know the line. Read it, roll it, hole it.
Like the green reading on Tiger Woods video games.
Literally. Oh, same line. That's unfortunate. Darn it. All right. Life goes on.
Gosh,
another
that would've been
birdie.
a nice one to steal.
Would have been. That's not good. But we're 6 under through 5.
Next hole.
Gotta put it into gear. Shut up, Chase.
Next hole. I remember
Just
you had
chase.
a bit of a meltdown last time.
Yeah. Wait, did I? What did I do?
You
Oh,
hit
because it was a
long.
putt. It was a putt.
You hit it long, and then we had like a 3-foot putt, and you were trying to warm up, and you missed it, and then Bob had to make it.
Oh, that's right.
Man.
If I miss this, Chase, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah,
All right.
Bobby.
Okay. I'll work with him on that. He's shoving it.
Forgot about I hit it 3 feet too hard. That's right.
Bob makes those all day.
All right. Okay.
Hey, you know what helps? Break 50 would be a little hole in one.
Dude.
112 yards. I got sand wedge. I mean, honestly, that little, kind of like the last par 3, we just hit that sand wedge a little skinny, land it back there, let it spin. Now, hopefully I hit a little better contact than I did the last par 3, but should be a perfect, just slightly less than full sand wedge.
He is for sure gonna forget this, so I'm gonna move it over here.
Thank you.
Oh, be good.
Sit down
Do
a
your
little bit.
thing. Sit. All right, good shot.
Thanks. All right, I think that's
Should
about
be
pin
fine.
high.
That should be good.
Better contact than the last one. Hopefully Bryson does not get inside of that.
Oh, really? Why?
Why?
Are we supposed to break
Why would we wanna
50
do
here?
that? Oh, be all over it. Spin. Oh, shot.
Too hard again.
Took a massive hop.
I know. I was right on line though, Chase. Look at Brad. Hitting it close there, spinning it back.
So where are we at? 6 under through
Yeah.
5?
Yep.
So I guess it's 7 under. And again, I know Bryson says it in every single one of the break 50s, but par 3s are where the money's made on this challenge. So if we can make
River's
this putt,
moving.
birdie both par 3s in the front. I think we're doing our job, and hopefully we need some other things to happen as well. But,
1 inch out on the right.
all right, let's knock this thing down. Bryson won't have to putt this hole.
2, 3, 9 feet. Come
Looks
on,
like
Bryson.
Bryson's gonna have to putt.
Golly.
Chase, we don't need any of that negativity now. That was the worst putt.
Just snaps.
Golly.
You started that right here.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's a par.
270 from here is probably 267.
2 in one video.
That is awful.
264. Like 235 to the top of that hill. Like basically directly in line with 10.
I just think it's too cold. I don't think I can. You want to hammer and see if you get there?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You do that.
I think I have better odds with that than trying to like saute a 2-iron.
We have to hit it close though. I know something exciting is going to happen. And then you got Brad and me together. It's
Bound to happen at some point.
Heaven.
It's a lot of girth.
It is a lot of girth. There is
a lot of
some
girth.
girth there. That ain't getting there.
Nope. Gosh, this swing feels so bad.
It's all right. It's okay. I got to hit this now.
Feels all over the
All
place.
over the place.
It's all right. We brought Drad Balky in today.
Drad bulky.
We should have just had Grant fly out.
Well, that's not going to do it either. Tried to softy it there. It's the right distance, just way too far right. Son of a gun.
Okay, the Mackenzie down, but
Yeah, I know. Golly. There's always something in these videos that just spark a fire in
Yeah.
us, you know, and I was trying to really saute it. And I just
I liked your
didn't-
play. I mean, it just
I couldn't get a 5-iron there this early in the morning.
Yeah.
I would have if it was in the afternoon, I could easily hit a 5-iron
Yeah.
there.
Oh man, we need something crazy to happen.
This is actually a doable shot.
It really is.
Let's execute it.
Just going the high route, trying to land it past that slope, past that little
First
hill
slope.
on the front edge.
Yeah.
Hopefully it lands soft, kind of has a little nip on it. At least
Should.
as much as possible. Out of this wet grass.
Go,
Dude.
Go. All right.
I mean, just,
It's all right. Whatever.
it's fine.
Hot today.
We got a lot of golf left. We're gonna get this thing turned on.
What? Well, I thought I hit that perfect. This has got to go in.
A little left, huh?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like 3 inches out.
Yeah. I like that. Oh my gosh.
They've all just kind of
snapped
snapped
off.
the last minute.
Yeah. He was going sideways at the end. Knock it down, Bryson. You got it.
Yep. Come on, Bryson.
Come on, baby.
Let's go. That's
Come on.
big.
Let's go.
That's huge. That was huge.
That might have been.
Golly, that scared the crap out of me. How do we do that?
By the way, I think you should change my name up top if it's up there to Drad Balky until I start playing halfway decent golf.
I agree.
Well, two pars in a row would have been brutal. So that was a good putt.
I needed it. Well, that was embarrassing after that first putt, or my putt on the last hole, so. Yoinks like Scoob. Oh, squirrel. That thing is freaking chilling, surfing.
There's multiple.
Surfing out there.
There's one back there too.
Look at it. Oh, he's just eating that little thing. Come on, Jim. Get that thing. Yep. Pick that thing up. Get it. Just get it. You got it. Eat that.
What is number 8?
So we want to go at the left bunker.
Yeah. High draw. Number 8, little par 5 action. Let's be huge. We're 7 under.
7 under through 7.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's all right. It's gonna change right here.
All right. That should be good.
Swing was terrible, but it worked out, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Good ball.
Off the top of the face, but head's moving all over the place right now, but that one works.
Oh, baby.
Never saw it. Good?
I heard it.
Yeah, it was a missile.
Let's go. Let's
It's
go.
good. It's a good shot.
Hey, that putt was maybe the spark we needed. Come on. Oh, I can feel my head just moving all over the place.
Have you ever had a moment in time where you just want to bite your hand off? 71.
71. All
This is
right.
going in the hole.
Oh, that'd be nice right about
Magical albatross.
now. All right. A lob wedge. Should knock this thing in. Get to 10 under.
Sit, 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 sit. Okay.
All right.
Okay, darling, that'll do.
All right. That's a good look. Gives Bryson the freedom to get a little cute with it.
I know. I've just not been on my game today with the wedges.
I think he's gonna scare him.
What's been going on? How good has my wedging been?
Bryson Bichambeau.
Dyson Bichambeau. Dyson Bichambeau. That was so bad. I got this 2-3 inches out.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, come on.
Got to make this.
Yeah, one of us has got to make this. Hopefully I can just...
Dunk it.
Bryson's had some stress on some of the putts, so hopefully I can just make it stress-free for him.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Wouldn't you say, guys? Yes! Let's go! Finally!
Finally! Come on.
Let's go, baby.
Hey,
Good job.
We needed that.
That was huge.
Those last two putts.
Crucial.
Bryson and then right there.
Crucial.
Another thou to a commoner.
That's 9 under through 8. Huge. Huge. We make eagle here, right on track.
Yeah.
11 under.
Come on, baby. Hey,
Let's
we
go.
got this. We're
This is
fighting. We're
nothing
grinding today.
but a thing. 272, perfect number, right in between. Again, I think you used your 3-iron.
Did my 3-iron 200 yards like last time?
Or your 2-iron.
2-iron.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We need an eagle.
Back-to-back eggs.
Oh, yeah, that's another $1,000.
Yeah, egg me out.
That's right.
Oh, it is.
That's another $1,000. Best comment.
You say egg me.
Something that just catches my eye, you know?
What did you say it
that.
was? 272?
272. A little downwind, playing like 265.
Yeah, I got 2-iron again. Should I go in the middle of the green? Should I get one putting at
Yeah,
least?
yeah, yeah. We need an eagle opportunity, and I'll go for it.
Whoa.
Be right, be right, be right, get right, get right, get right. Do something. Oh, sit, 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 sit. Holy run. Sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. I think
right.
that's good.
It's on.
Great
That's the problem.
swing.
This thing was 2-iron. It's hard to get up. But
Whoops.
worked out. That'll be so good.
Be the one you want me to be.
I think that was a great shot, so I don't know what to say. Let's go.
I mean, I can't.
I don't know
think
where it
that's
went.
perfect,
I
is it
don't know
not?
where it went. Dang it. Is it short?
That was in the hole.
I thought that literally might go in the hole. That looked so good.
That was striped. You're hitting good. Swing's looking nice.
Thanks, man. I figured something out with my game, so
Yeah.
really pumped about it. Even on the wedging, okay, I know the wedging's been crappy. Now the wedging's been horrible. But I feel like I'm gonna have more control this year with flighting it in just normal conditions.
Yeah.
Still gotta figure out these wet conditions and longer grass conditions. I just gotta get steeper or something on it. But it's just crazy because like you can get steep on it and you don't have that much of a divot,
Yeah.
right? And I get steep on it and boom, goes
Yeah.
right in the ground. So I've gotta do some thinking.
I mean, the good thing about yours,
We
you
know
already
it's going
see
right.
A line.
We know it's going right as well. This one's
This one, I like yours. It's huge. Get us to 9 under.
yep.
Right?
No, 11 on.
Or no, sorry, this gets to, we're 9 under now. This gets to 11 under
Yep.
through 9.
Be great.
Be on pace. Let's knock this thing down. No stress on Bryson again. Come on. Hang.
Go.
Oh, just a little bit harder. Come on.
That's it. Right there. Let's go, baby.
freaking clutch.
Huge. Big time, baby.
3 massive putts to finish off that front 9.
That's $3,000.
Three
not
eagles.
bad.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
All the Chase's burner accounts.
Yeah. I just like the fact that in those moments, I think of a situation where I'm like, all right, I've got to make this. This is
Yeah.
it. This is the putt to win whatever. I just lock and I go, this is it.
That's kind of
Knock
what
it
we were
on
talking
your
about
line.
earlier too. It's like that simulates a
little bit of
more,
tournament
I mean,
golf.
like tournament golf. If you're,
If you've never played tournament golf before, just go film yourself.
yeah,
All right, a little short recap after 9. We're at 11 under through 9, which is great. We made unbelievable eagles in the last 2 holes to finish off to shoot 11 under, but we made a par in there on that par 3. So our wedge game needs to get a little bit better than what it's been. We need to keep our putting on track, but driving it pretty well, wedging it horribly, and putting it nice. Well, my partner's over there, watering the lawn. 236 downwind. I'm gonna hit 6 iron.
okay.
This is where it gets fun, baby. A little nervous.
Man, it's Bryson carried that front 9, 100%. I helped out a few, but I need to play better. And I think if I can pick up my game, start playing how I should, I think we're gonna have a really good opportunity this back 9 to do this thing. So
Let's see it. Free me up, partner. You are the Internet Invitational winner. Get right.
Where's the cut, man?
Get right. Should be okay.
Should be
I think
fine.
it'll be fine.
Swing actually
Give
felt
me
better.
a
Just didn't
break. Give me a break.
have that cut for me, but
Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, it's short. No way. How's that short? Where'd they go?
swing felt closer.
Did it there?
My biggest problem in my head, and I haven't played much this month, so things are a little just out of sync, but
Yeah.
it's like right off takeaway, my head starts moving this way,
Okay.
and then it just gets out of sync. 'Cause then I
Oh,
get
really?
back here, get narrow. It's like I have to keep that head more, almost feeling like it's in front of the ball, and then really extend. But
It's funny, when you do these break 50s, you have to be so precise out here.
yeah,
You just gotta be perfect in
Yeah.
almost every hole. That would have been a fun shot.
I mean, this is very, like Bryce said, this pin is tough. It's like right on the slope, kind of on the spine. But all in all, still very, very chip-inable here.
Gotta page the doctor.
Yep.
Doctor.
I don't know if he's working New Year's Day, hopefully.
Well, we're working, so he better be.
That's true.
Go in the hole! Mother lover!
Oh, I thought I made that. Dang, that would have been huge. Good run.
Just a little thin. 12 under through 10.
All right. I mean, that would have been a tough eagle regardless of that pin.
Yeah, I know, but still.
It would have been nice to have a little putt at it, but
Still.
290. Into the little wind. Still chilly out.
300.
And it's like I don't think
You don't think you can get through with there?
I don't think I can.
Let's pump driver there. Come on.
Yeah, I think driver, trade that little peeler. We're gonna hit a good shot here. I can feel it. You suck.
That was a peeler.
Just, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's so steep. The peeler is definitely not the shot I should be hitting right now.
Is that what happened when you played the Masters?
Have not played
Wow.
weeks ago.
That's up.
Yeah, it is actually. A lot of those. Good thing we got a Bryson.
Go.
Get up.
Should be good. A little short maybe,
Touch
but I think it's
short,
still a
but-
good shot.
Yeah. Shot. Yeah, these distances have just been a little tough. That's no excuse
difficult.
for my drive. That drive
No.
should never happen ever.
Well,
but
yeah, I get what you're saying though. They have been like in between.
I'd almost rather this hole be like 305.
Yeah,
I
that
think
is
it's
driver.
more just
Pump
hit a
driver.
regular driver, not having
Yeah.
to try to peel something.
Okay, can we just chip one in?
I think I'm feeling good about this one.
Yeah, I think this is gonna happen. Man. Time to chip it in. It's got to go in.
Maybe we got off on the wrong foot, Brad. Maybe I should start supporting you today.
Hey, no, I thrive. I thrive with the negative comments. Makes me want to be better. It hasn't shown that way so far, but it makes me want to be better.
Like right here, landing it
chipping right
halfway
here would
on.
be
Yeah, I like that.
timely.
Oh, chip in here would be massive. This is very, I mean, it's got a good look to it. That's for sure. Oh, this would be massive.
As Martin Borgmeyer says, he is the chipper of the group. I want you to be the chipper of the group.
I can do that.
The wedger and chipper of the group.
Gosh, I should have shown up in shorts like this long today.
I know, yeah. Oh my gosh, what would that have looked like?
I don't want to know.
Go in the hole. Those are close, man.
Yeah. It's good effort. Good effort. Should lock up the birdie. Come on, Bryson, knock this thing down.
What? So shocked. That's now
13 through 11.
13 through 11. 13 through 11. We've got to pick it up.
3 eags. All birds.
2 par 5s left still.
Yep. We got the par 5. We just need one more eagle and then birdie
We also
everything.
got both par 3s though.
You know what?
True.
That's enough out of you, Chase.
It's fine. We're gonna make a hole in one on one of the par 3s.
There you go. Ooh, Uno reverse card.
What's been? I mean, obviously this is the start of season 3.
Yeah.
Give me your 2
Oh, here we go.
favorite moments of the first 2 seasons. Just first ones that come to mind.
Playing golf with the president was unbelievable. There's no question about it. Playing with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
That was so
looked
much fun. It was amazing. And then breaking 50 with Steph Curry
Yeah.
was absolute chaos.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. It was prepared. It was it was the whole thing. It had everything.
Everything kind of lined up, and
It was one of those moments, you know. He was
That's
played the
awesome.
best golf of his life, and couldn't have been a better scenario. So
crazy.
that was fun. And I
he's
think
a
it's
man too. He's so
he
much
is.
fun to play, just be around.
Oh,
couple
he's just
times I've
a
been around
great
him.
guy. He's a great guy.
All right, what do we got?
We have a drivable par 4. Is it another bucked up drivable par 4?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what gets you juiced, give me a swig and actually drive
It's
the green. here.
307. I did on the last hole. Brad, I think you need this swig.
What?
Get bucked up, bro. Enough out of you today.
I think that's exactly what I needed.
As Kevin Hart would say, you feel reinvigorated.
I'm feeling reinvigorated.
No
All right.
driver.
No driver this time. What was it to the pin?
307. Downwind.
307.
It's going to play like 300.
It's only like 275 front edge, so just trying to basically cover that front
Big
edge. Just
3 wood.
3 was perfect. Let's see if we can get a little less steep on it. Let's buck up the rest of the course. Come on.
Like that.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Do something special.
Get up there.
Oh,
Good shot, though.
thanks.
Hey.
Hey, a ball started online with somewhat decent contact. That's a win today.
you just
Let's
needed
go.
like one more drink and you would have,
I think one more swig that would have gotten there.
yeah.
Hook. Golly. Oh, that was a good distance, too. All right, Brad.
We knocked that down.
Yeah, I just didn't draw it enough there. Turn it down. Turn it down. God, make this putt. That'd be a huge win for us.
It's like we had those 3 putts to finish off the front 9. We still need that, like that
That little
long
run.
putt to go in,
Yeah.
that chip in.
We need that run.
something.
We need that run.
For a little while.
What are your goals for this next year?
Goals? I mean, we got some cool stuff brewing up within Good. So that's, I can't really say much, I don't think yet, but so that'll be what we have planned. It'll be a lot of fun. Obviously, want to keep growing my personal channel, and then I'd like to start playing some more, competitive stuff. Whether that's, just playing like even just 1 day, 2 day mini tour events, just kind of get that competitive fire back again.
Yeah.
Then obviously if I ever got a sponsor exemption offer, I would take that up in a heartbeat, just because. That's
Not like Grant.
Yeah, I'll definitely take it up.
I guess that ball landed just off the green. I think if that 3-wood lands like up here on the green, it probably chases out a lot more, but it's all right. We got like 60 feet. It's a long putt. Bryson's giving me the line. Yeah, I mean, that looks good to me.
Knock it in.
First look.
It's uphill.
I mean, again, odds of making this aren't high, but put a good roll on it, good speed,
Say
good
that
line.
before we're gonna putt.
Huh?
You're gonna make this.
Oh, I'm saying, the odds are not with me, but there's odds.
Bro.
We have a chance to make this, and I like this thing going in.
Oh, does it go left? What? What?
Does
What?
it go left in the middle?
How the heck does that go left? Good try.
Thanks. Come on, Bryce, you got this.
Go!
Gosh, why'd I raise my arms?
Shoot! Dang it! Crap!
That would have been one way to steal an eagle.
I'll make it.
Imagine.
That'd been tough. That'd been a tough way to make par.
That'd be brutal.
Gosh, I think I'll take blame on that putt missing.
What?
I raised my arms
Oh, no.
a little too soon.
I thought I made that.
Thought you did it.
Shoot.
This is 13. A little par 5 action. Into the wind. It's only like 380 to the pin, but there's water up there we have to lay up short of. It's like 350 to cover the water. And being cold into the wind, neither one of us have any chance to carry that. So kind of sucks. I'm going 3-iron just to make sure we keep one short of the water, and then Bryson's gonna push one up as far as possible to see if he can kind of really get to the end of that fairway. So I got 3-iron, get a little stinger. Just get a little left. Nope, it's fine. But
Just into the rough.
yeah,
We should be able to have a good
it's
lie.
definitely laid up far enough back, but
A lot of vivid memories from this hole.
Really?
Yeah. You hit it too long into the and you guys went from Joey's. And you ended up making a crazy eagle putt.
Oh, that's right. What a putt! Let's go!
That's how we do
What
it, baby.
an absolute beast mode. Come on! That should be short. Ah, bounced right
Yeah.
too. It's okay though.
be
It's
fine.
fine over there.
see, I took one sip of one last hole and finally hit a good shot on that tee ball. Imagine what a whole thing's gonna do for me.
All right, what are you doing?
We got 133. Took Bryson's up here in the right rough. I mean, this grass is all dead, so it really shouldn't jump much. I got a pretty good lie too, since replacing it. I'm gonna go nice full gap wedge. 52 degree, I think it's money. Good eagle this hole.
Sit down. Sit down.
No way. Sit.
Oh, go. Whoa,
wow.
what? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Shut the
came
heck
out-
up. I came out dead?
I'm not dead. Huh. Hit that good too. Be all over it.
What?
Is that wind just
Dude, I don't know.
Well, the stress-free eagle turned into a high-stress eagle.
133.
I mean-
How is that going short? I hit that good too, dude.
I thought mine was gonna be a little short of the pin,
I thought it was
not
gonna be
short of
long.
the green. I thought Bryson's was all over it.
What the frick?
Hey, this is the spark we need, baby.
Chipping it in?
Chip in here.
Come on.
We're not out of this yet.
I'm not even bringing the putter.
That's smart. I'll leave mine back here.
Yeah.
We won't need it.
I mean, even if we do have to putt, you should just leave that thing back there.
This
that
guy.
right?
I was thinking of that one
I will say,
at 3 a.m.
I do have the other one sitting in the bag. It's ready to be called in.
Oh, darling, give it to me. I love this.
This looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks so good.
I would do unspeakable things to be able to make this chip. Come on, ball. Please go in.
No, short.
My
Good
chips
try.
have been skipping so much today, and finally, one kind of checked on me.
Right in the heart.
You just gotta hit it.
Again. That's a big gulp. So we're 15 under through 13.
13.
We got 5 more holes. Get a birdie both par 3s and eagle all 3 par 4s.
Yep. This is
Or
brutal.
hole in one on one of the par 3s. We need to remember that.
Something crazy can happen. There's 2 par 3s left.
Imagine if you were playing this with Grant today, y'all probably already be like 20 under. I really thought mine was money. If that chip had reacted like my last 2 chips.
And I had to skip forward because that was, you hit those couple shots early in the round. And I'm like, whoa, those things are gonna be way short, and they kept
Yeah.
running out. I'm like, whoa, okay, cool.
Well, I appreciate you having me on, dude.
No, thanks for
Fun,
coming
regardless of
out.
whether we
Well,
don't break it or if we go crazy.
It's a
still
season.
possible.
We got to do it. We got to do it. We could still do it. Something psycho has to happen
Yeah.
though.
Never know.
And I like a little bit of psycho.
Hey, don't we all?
Brad, why don't we just hold it?
Might as well.
Playing 75, 76, something like
Yeah.
that.
Is that?
It's back there. You can
Backstop?
throw it back there. Yeah, it is a backstop.
I got 8 iron. Thanks, money. Got to take a little bit off of it, but there's no chance of 9s getting there. So, right at it. It's getting easy too. Maybe. I mean,
Well, it's not gonna.
hey, you never know.
You don't know. You don't know until you know.
Exactly.
That's what I've always said. You don't know until you know. Get right. Get right. Oh, great shot though. That's what we needed there,
Nice.
partner.
There
Hey,
we go. Come on.
good stuff.
It's the time to show up.
Contributed. Feels nice.
Contribution.
Contribution.
And then he lands it in the hole.
Little left kick. Left kick. Yeah, good shot.
Ah. Just a little right. Thinned it just a little bit, but it was good distance, I think.
I feel like break
Great
pitches
shot.
are the only time you'll hit a 175-yard shot to 10 feet. You'll be like, ah,
But that's the point.
that's the point. You
That's
gotta
the
be perfect.
point for me. You have to be perfect out here.
That felt like me hitting like a 10-yard draw right there.
Really?
Yeah.
So you gotta work on
I'm
the
just
draw.
steep right now, but we'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. Just gonna make that putt.
Yep. Roll it. Read it, roll it, hold it.
Exactly.
Knock the sucker in.
Oh my gosh, if that somehow could have just
Gone in the hole.
found the hole.
Knock it in.
Sir.
Solo eagle for Donkey Kong. Kind of redeem himself a bit.
This be nice. This be I feel like a little gift to myself.
Yeah. And that's how the cookie crumbles.
There we go.
That away.
I showed up today, everyone. Took me 14 holes. Finally showed up. It's a little solo eag. So we birdied last hole at 15, eagle that one. So we're 17 under, 4 holes left, 2 par 3s. So if we birdie both par 3s, that's 19. We have a par 5, and then the par
Oh, wait, are
4
we
is gonna
just-
be drivable.
Oh, no, because we buried.
That's doable. We gotta play perfect golf coming in. But hey, maybe, if I can show up these last 4 holes like that one, I think hopefully it'll make it a little easier on us.
14. 13. Into the wind a couple yards.
Oh, that hole's just screaming for a ball to be in it.
I concur.
I got sand wedge, kind of similar to the couple par 3s we've already played. A similar number, so. 3/4 sand wedge right on top of the hole. Come on, baby.
Go, go, go,
Get back
go.
there.
A little short.
A little short, just a little. Couple grooves low.
Okay.
Gosh dang it.
Stop, stop, stop,
sit
stop. What are you doing, ball?
That's still a good shot. That's still a good shot.
Wedges. Instead of breaking 50 today, I'm breaking my 50 degree. Pissed at it.
You should be, it sucks.
Thanks.
That was a good shot. That was a good shot.
No.
Oh man. I thought you were freaking.
all. I mean, it was all over it.
Perfect. It was until it wasn't.
All right, let's knock it down.
It's a huge putt. We got to make this. There's no question about it.
I feel like I could have easily just kind of taken a little right kick off the hill.
I know it could have
got
gone in.
behind, gone in the hole. Asking for too much, I guess.
It's an inch outside. Yep, an inch outside.
You don't think it's a little more than that?
You have so much pace, dude.
Yeah.
It's not gonna break. Too much.
That almost.
Yeah,
You know,
it
if I
doesn't
pulled
break
that,
as
or if
much.
It, like kind of squirted left right out the face.
Yeah, you might have pulled it. I pulled it.
Oh no.
That was a big pull.
I don't even. I mean, you can kind of tell it's a little.
Well, I thought I'd figured out my pull, but I guess I didn't.
That's 2 par 3 pars.
Two par 3 pars. I needed somebody that could help with the wedges today, Brad.
I know. That's on me. Brutal. Got Brad bulky today. That's all I can say.
The beauty or the beast? It was the beast. That's a bit frustrating.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey,
Well,
there's still an opportunity.
still hope.
We could do something insane.
Just never know.
We absolutely could do something insane. You know?
Wish I could have brought a little better game today,
Oh, whatever.
but it's been fun.
Yeah. If the only thing is, you're just not invited back on anymore. So I'm kidding. It's coming down to it, guys.
All right, I need Brad Dulke. That's who I need. Get this other guy.
No more Drad.
Yeah, get him out of here. Let's smack this drive.
Yeah.
311.
Or 311. I mean, this would be the craziest break 50 ever if we somehow did it now.
Oh yeah.
It'd be wild. I mean, we have to pull out a shot or hole one on 17, hole one here, but hey, you never know. Crazier things have happened in this world.
There are crazier things.
Look at the driver. It's right at. I think it's this one's finally like a perfect driver. I can kind of just hit it normally.
Yeah.
Right at it.
Wind's a little off the right, if anything.
Yeah. I mean, you just got the dead pulls at the driver. That was the biggest splash of all time.
That was definitely
getting-
a Brad.
This is frustrating. Did not bring, I brought my F game today. Goodness.
Come on, Bryson. Nothing but a thing.
Hang on.
That's water too. I don't know where that is. That looks like water though. Let's go check it out. That's embarrassing.
I'm blaming myself today.
God, I tried to get too cute
Bryson's
with it.
done great. Bryson's played well.
Tried to get cute with it there.
Me. You might as well have had a 20 handicapper on today. Brutal.
Not great. Hopefully it caught something up there for me.
Yeah.
I didn't see a splash. Did you see a splash?
I did not.
I didn't either. It's like it's in the water. All right, well, let's drop right up here.
Yeah. All right. Well, to technically still have a chance, we need to make this
Yes,
and then go 1-2 on the last 2 holes.
that's right. It's going left to right, so aim it like 2 feet left.
Okay.
That's a great shot,
Nice.
but go! Oh, it didn't go. Gone. I believe. I trust him. Left edge?
Yeah. I like that.
Yep. All right. Thank goodness. Good putt.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, man.
No, I'm sorry. This is.
You're gonna be really, really sorry for that par.
100 yards, back into the breeze.
Airplane's going over.
Airplane's right over our head. Hey,
Going over
we can
water
at least-
hazard.
We can at least make a memory here.
Yes.
You know, might
Memory-
not be able to break 50 today, but
Memories matter.
hey, memories do matter. This would be a memory right here. Make a little hole-in-one on your channel. Kick left somehow.
100 yards.
I think it should be
Up the hill,
yardage.
105.
I don't know. Might be a little short, but no memory from me.
Son of a gun. No.
A lot of sadness in this cart right now.
Just disappointment, you know? Do you want me to go first this time?
If you want, you try something
Yeah.
else. Try something different.
Oh, I got this, bro.
Change up the order.
Told you.
Nice putt. Maybe we should
That was
have
the
done
weakest
sooner.
fist bump ever for no freaking reason.
Let's go. Good putt.
Thanks.
Good putt.
Frick.
Maybe we should have done that earlier. Hindsight. Bryson almost just javelin through the pin. A little eagle on the last, safe face.
Safe face.
Yeah.
20 under. That's crazy. We had it going too.
You know who else you shot a 52 with?
Huh.
Grant.
Wow.
Oh. So there's a little bit of competition there. We got to at least tie
have
it.
to eagle this last hole. The Grant Revenge Tour. Today is the first day of 2026, and we've already got our first challenge. Have to eagle 18 to tie Grant's score with Bryson. Can't lose to him again. Can't go 0-3. Can't go 0-3.
I mean, you could. Hey, but you know, look, it's a great start to the year.
Yep.
Getting back in swing. It's time to to go hot with the next few guests. So
All right. Well, we are going to. We're just gonna do a little swing feel swing here.
nice little draw around the tree.
Try a little hill draw.
Perfect.
A little shallower.
Good ball.
Well,
There she is.
of course, the last
Where?
hole.
Where was that all day?
I don't
bud?
know. That felt like me hitting a 15-yard draw. So something, I'm gonna say I'm a little steep right now. If a dead straight ball feels like a 15-yard draw. We'll figure it out.
All right, I'm gonna go after this one.
Yep. That was nice.
Thanks. Well, guys, if you haven't checked out Brad's socials, go check it out. He just passed 300,000 followers on YouTube,
Appreciate
so
it.
he's doing a great job for the YouTube game and for the game of golf in general. So I'm in it for the long haul of growing the game of golf, and he's certainly doing it. So go check him out.
Dang right, appreciate that.
I believe we can break 50 on another day. 104.
104.
Want me to go, or you want to go?
You got it.
I want to go.
Worked last hole.
Yep.
Might as well.
Well, that just doesn't get it done.
I am going to make this wedge shot. It's happening. Stay right.
Wind's going, it's
Stay
pushing
right.
it left.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying,
It is
man.
pushing it left. I should not be drawing off that downslope.
You have the slope on?
Off. Oh, it is on. You want to go? Or let's see. You go first again. We'll get the chapstick. Worked last hole.
You got all the pressure on you.
Get all the pressure to me. I might end up having this putt to tie
Grant.
Bryson and Grant's score. Might just be starting off the Revenge Tour, the Grant Horvat Revenge Tour, poorly on January 1, 2026. But we could make this and all be good. So.
You're kidding.
Oh, that was such a good putt. Seen a set. This is shoot 52. Obviously, we're not breaking 50, but I really want to tie Grant's score. Come on. I mean, get it there, Brad. You did. Oh my gosh.
53. That is not our best. What a way to start off season 3, baby.
Shut up, hush your mouth, can't you hear you?
Get Grant back here.
Peace.